Up it up. You're now tuned into the 50-50 Felipe show, and I'm your host, Felipe, man. One time for that. I'm just on here effing around, man. Just tell some quick stories. You know what I mean? That's the truth. Um, I don't know, freestyle about some other shit. But I'm just here, showing my presence more than anything. To be honest, man, just staying relevant. But it's still the truth. What I'm bringing, and still facts. So it's worth something. That's all I'm saying. But you know, I'm just you know me. I'm trying to stay away from a lot of the things that's going on in the internet right now. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to be a little bit more creative. So I figure, hey, why not talk about myself? Why not? I mean, it is what it is. You already know this episode is backed up and sponsored by Tasty Soul Food Platters. This episode is also backed up and sponsored by Brickface Clothing. And like I always say, you can catch both of those black-owned businesses online. You can shop online. You can get food catered to you. You can get clothing delivered to you. Both of those businesses you can have like at your events. They do stuff like that. They do pop-ups. Yeah, get into it. Get into it. What more could I say? But yeah, man. Oh, be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, do whatever you like, say whatever you like. It's all gravy, baby. I'm human. I talk back. Listen, this is a part of the show where I pop off on your favorite hater, cause we all got haters. It don't matter who you are. We all got haters, whether it's your mom's, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, your niece, your child, your dog, whatever it is, somebody in the way, purposely at times. They hating on your motion. You can't do nothing to them because you love them. I'm going to pop off on them. You heard? I mean, all I ask for you to do is like, share, subscribe, comment below. You know what I mean? Do what you like. Digital Underground voice. Do what you like. Popped up off on them. You heard? So do your part on your end. You dig me? So look, right? Let me see. I'm gonna set it off with a car accident, right? Where I could have got some money, but I did get some money. But let me tell you how much money I got and how this shit went down, though. Pull up, pull up. Can we get freaky tonight? I got so many things in my mind. Never seen a guy so fly. Yo, so look, right? It's 19. I believe it's 98 or it could be 2000. I'm not sure. But it was a winter storm. Mad snow. Mad snow. Like mad snow. Cars was like couldn't even move off blocks. They were stuck like on bridges and shit. Like you had to really maneuver around it. You dig me? Yeah, it's like 2000 cuz. So boom, I'm out East Trenton. It's late night. Dig me? I'm out there. Cause this back then was like when it snowed, it's like for some reason you made a lot of money. Well, I know the reason hindsight now, but when you young and you out there getting to it and shit like that, you would just be like excited by it. But when you get older, like I mean, some people, you know, grasped it earlier, whatever. But I'm gonna keep it real, dear Holyfield. So boom, you So now that you got the what was I saying? Hold on, give me a minute. Oh yeah, it's a blizzard, and I don't edit nothing. I don't edit nothing. I don't edit nothing. It's a blizzard. You dig me? So now you got the snow everywhere, cars everywhere. Pardon me, cars everywhere. Like that was trying to go over a bridge, they got stuck. Cars trying to come down the bridge got stuck. Everything, snow everywhere. But the only thing was available was cabs. I call Diamond. I don't I don't want to say what cab company it was because I'm really not sure. But I'm gonna tell you, it's out of the two. It's out of the Diamond Cab Company, and it's out of what's the other joint? Oh, Economy. Diamond Cab Company pick up like Diamond, and Economy pick up like Economy. Those is my main two joints. You know what I mean? Like just I'm talking about when cabs was like $6, $5, $7, $5 to get you from here to there in the town. $7 take you out west. You dig me? So I'm speaking about there's this around that time. But anyway, I got the I'm out East Trenton doing me. You know what I mean? So I know that the money coming in the snow because people buy a lot. They purchase a lot so that way they ain't got to come back out, or they're trying to catch the snow before it get too bad. So they just buy a large amount. So boom. So I got done. I got done. So I'm like, F that. I'm out. I'm out of here. However, whatever the reason was that I bounced, I'm out. I call a cab. Cab pull up. Oh no, I know what it was. Now I know what it was. It was Diamond. Cause I remember the cab was black and it was Diamond. Yeah, it was Diamond. It was definitely Diamond Cab Company. Shout out to Diamond Cab Company in Trenton, New Jersey. It was Diamond Cab Company. Cause the car was black and red. I remember. Look, so I called a cab. Let me get a cab to Clegg Avenue, out East Trenton. They said, all right, we on our way. Took a while to come. It's snowing. Cab pull up. I jump in the cab. Boom. Now I remember where I was living at. No, I remember where I was going. And it's crazy. Because I was going on Hermitage to run into to meet with my man Elvin. Rest in peace to Elvin from East Trenton. I was pulling. That's crazy, my nigga. I was going out West Trenton to meet Elvin, and and I lived out there. And we did that every night. Every night we were in the night. Like I lived. He was on West State. I was like, I think General Green at the time. I lived a lot of different places out west, but I think I was like on General Green or Hermitage. I believe I was. I know I was for a while over there. And Overbrook, I was all over out west at one time. Nah, for real. So, but I know where he lived at because I would always meet him there because he was starting to get money out there. So I would end my night with him. So I catch the cab. And he had dropped me off to where I'm going in his car because he had a car I didn't at the time. So now I don't get the cab. I jump in the cab. Boom, boom. Take me out west. We shoot southwest. No hesitation. We out. We out that motherfucker. It's snowing like a motherfucker. We makes it over. We takes the highway. We out. Next thing you know, Whether it was fast or slow, we got there. I can't remember, but I just know I'm in the back of the cab with my long ass legs, and I'm looking out the window because niggas out there with bikes, niggas out there out west, just outside. You heard? This outside, buddy. Like you never seen before. Like for a lot of you young people seen outside like how we seen outside, y'all are panic. Y'all wouldn't even know what to do. Y'all just be running around like dumb as hell, don't know what to do, don't know how to vibe, don't know how to maneuver, don't know how to, you know what I mean, blend in, don't know how to be of that life. Y'all would it'd be like taking somebody to New York City for the first time from like down south. Like in Manhattan at that. That'll blow their mind. It happened before. I did it before. I ain't even have to go as far as down south. I took people from Philly to New York City, and their head was spinning. They couldn't even drive no more. They'd be like, take the wheel. As soon as the next red light, they'd be like, take the wheel, get out. They'd just jump out, panic and jump out. It happened before. Or they'll pull over and look at me and be like, could you please drive? I'm telling you, it happens like that. Anyway, so boom, we out west. So I'm in the back of the cab. Next thing you know, I'm chilling, snowing. We makes it right to where we gotta go. Right there by West State and Hermitage. One of them, I can't really put my finger on where we was going, where the cab was taking me to, but I know we crashed on Hermitage. I tell you that much. Coming down Hermitage, he tried to make that left, and we crashed over there by where that new bank was at. And when we crashed over there by a new bank, he was like, he tried to make that left, and we slid, boom, 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 crashed up the cab. I'm in the back of the cab like, ooh, I'm sounding like Boys the Men. Ooh, ooh, I don't know nothing about that Boys the Men. I'm in the back of the cab sounding like Boys the Men. Ooh, ooh, Now, I don't know what he said because me on the exchange, he knew where I was going. Whatever, I don't even remember telling him nothing. I don't. Because when me and him was arguing, I really couldn't understand him. I just immediately blacked on him. Like, motherfucker, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you crazy? Yada, yada, yada. And he like, sorry, brother. I'm like, man, fuck that. You got to pay me. This is my attitude at the time. Fuck that. You got to pay me. Fuck that. Yo, the nigga jumped on his phone and called some lady. And they start talking that African stuff. Man, I was in the back of the car seat like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is going on? What is going on? This is what I'm saying to myself. And I'm steady telling them like, yo, you gotta pay me. And he on the phone like, I'm gonna pay you. I'm in the back of the car like, what? I'm in the back of the cab like, man, what's going on? Then you hear her. And then he go back, yo, I'm yelling at him. I'm like, man, you gonna pay me? You crashed up the car. I'm hurt. You gonna pay me? The nigga had his wife. We went to his house, bro. The nigga wife came downstairs with a safe. On God. She didn't even know the passcode to it. She gave him the safe. African dude. He bust that thing open. I was like, give me $1,000. He gave me $1,000, bro. And was like, don't say nothing. Like, I swear. And this was the don't say nothing, yeah, like era, like where you could tell somebody that and like they pretty much won't say nothing. You dig me? Like snitching was like really different back then. Like it wasn't, of course snitching always been around, but like this year, this era, that era that I'm talking about, it wasn't bad. It was like only like 2 or 3 snitches in the town, some shit like that. And and from every generation, it was like probably 2 from one generation, 2 or 3 from another generation, one from our generation. You know what I mean? But now it's like 20. It's like it's crazy, but I'm not even gonna get into that. But what I'm saying to you is, yo, we pulled up. She came downstairs with, and they lived out west. They lived out west. That was the crazy thing. That was the bananas. That was the bonanza. That was the bonanza. They lived out west. So it wasn't even far that they had to go to get the money to pay me. They even had to go far to get the moolah to pay me. I was right there. You know what I mean? They came, they pulled up with them hundreds, 50s, 20s. I was like, oh, word is bond. That shit was crazy. My dumb ass probably could have got more. I know that, but you know what I mean? Just like I said, late 90s, early 2000s. My mind ain't on that. And then plus, you know, niggas getting money anyway. Nigga having the time of their life. Now, the way all these going through depressions and recessions, you would say to yourself, like, now, but not from my era, but a younger person to be like, damn, why you ain't saying, yo, why you ain't take them? Listen, that was good. I wasn't hurt for one, and I'm making money. I just told you I was out there in the snow. I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know it ain't where I've been or where I'm about to go. Now I just want to love ya. You know what I mean? So I wasn't like trying to go through that. That ain't the first accident I got up and just walked out where I could have got easy money. Nigga, a Toys R Us truck hit me from behind. I promise you that. I promise you. A Toys R Us truck hit me from behind. It had sent me spinning. I got out and ran because I had drugs on me. People in the car like, nah, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I'm like, man, y'all better come on. They're like, no, we staying right here, bros. We staying right here. I'm like, no, come on. We out of this motherfucker. They're like, no, I'm dead serious. This is a true story. Yo, that's crazy. Because the person car I had was Elvin. Once again, my nigga Elvin, I'm telling you, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I thank you, God, for that rhythm, that vibe. My boy looking down on me. That's crazy, but that's who car I had. On Sherman. I grabbed it from him. He let me get a ride. He just bought it. He didn't even know nothing about the car. He bought the car because he liked the color. The car needed tires. The car needed brakes. All that. He just bought it off a nigga off the street. Nigga went and got the title. And he went to the car wash and washed it and made sure that it could play the firm tape that he had. It was the deli. I just touched grounds down in Philly. Yo, that was his shit. That's all he wanted the car for. Oh, yeah, it had heat. He didn't even care about nothing. So he should just sit it right there on the block just for that purpose. And make little runs like go to 7-Eleven to get hot dogs. That's when niggas was eating hot dogs. Hot dogs wasn't like a bad thing to eat. You dig me? Bear with me now. I know I'm all over the place, but there's still a story within the story because my nigga L came back up. And God is the glory, you heard? So it is what it ain't, man. But yeah, a Toys R Us truck. I'm coming up. I'm coming off. I'm merging. And this the Toys R Us truck. This me. And you know Toys R Us truck ain't nothing to play with. You dig me? Like I'm like, damn. Like I'm trying to, like I ain't giving it gas though more. I'm just, it's like it was like a blind eye. It was misty outside. We was going skating. It was me, Elvin, rest in peace, and JoJo's ask Josie Wells from out East Trend. Josie Wells will tell you how that Toys R Us truck spent us around. We ain't even supposed to be here today. With the mother, we ain't even supposed to be here today. That Toys R Us truck spun us around like that. We hit the side of the divider on the highway. Boom! And I just got out running. They're like, nah, don't run, don't go nowhere. I'm like, I'm getting I'm getting the fuck out of here. Took off. I'm like, come on. Across the highway. Then I kept yelling. I think I went back because I didn't know if they can get out. But they was in there looking for shit, looking for money, looking for like whatever they had because we was in the accident, spun us around. So they was in there looking for stuff, and that's why they ain't get out. Then it dawned on me to look for whatever I needed to look for because, you know what I mean? Like I said, we going skating up South Jersey. So we had weed, we had mad shit. We had just got off the block. Niggas had scales on them. You know what I'm saying? Like this just real deal Holyfield. That's how niggas was coming. Niggas was just moving like that. So at the end of the day, I could have got that off, but when you in the mind state of hustling and you making money at a certain age and you around money, yeah, you think about it. You think like, yeah, you got to get that money. Go ahead and sue them. But also, you making money every day. It ain't like it's hard like how it is now. It's hard as hell to make money any kind of way. Before you always was jobs there. Even if you wanted to go that way, or if you was on some legal shit. Drugs was easy to sell, and it wasn't as much surveillance, and it wasn't as much cooperation, and it wasn't as much participation, and it wasn't as much, just technology. You know what I mean? Just it's a lot of technology, man. It really is. It's surprising how much it is. But for the most part, that was back then. There wasn't a lot of that. So, that's just how it was. So, you could just do what you had to do out there. Everybody was outside mingling, doing stuff. It was just too much for the police to single out anybody that wasn't on their agenda. That wasn't on their agenda to come out and single. They was just looking for the troublemakers. Like, they ride by you. I mean, everybody outside. They'll ride by you. I mean, but they know where the trouble was at. They'll stay around there or keep coming around there where the trouble was at. You know what I mean? And so that was like they had to like do their job. You dig me? Life was different. Life was different for niggas. But rest in peace to my nigga Elvin. This wasn't even about him. It just happened he popped up. And I ain't saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying it wasn't. And I ain't make it up. It just happened. I'm just telling stories, and he just happened to be in both of those stories, man. And that's crazy, man. Shout out to my nigga L Dog, man. East Trenton, man. Rest in peace, L Dog. You heard? Me and L used to be rivals. Like, me and him used to be like two college teams that ain't like each other. And then I think when we started seeing eye to eye was like, I can't remember, but I know it was him that did it playing with me, and then I just accepted the way he was playing with me, like you dig me, because everything else was aggressive with me and him. So, like the laughing and joking that he used to do, I guess I accepted it. And I ain't, it wasn't, I felt that he was like, he wanted to speak, and that was his way of speaking and making a joke that wasn't bad. You know what I mean? I don't know what I had did or who I was with. I think he was teasing me because he caught me with some girl or some shit like that. Like he caught me creeping with some bitch. That's how he was coming. I think that's what it was. And he was on his shit, like, just trying to, make a joke out of it, but it was the truth. But letting me know he bust me. And then I think we became really cool after that. But once we did, it was over. That was my nigga. But in the beginning, it was hard because, we talking about like 90s gun busting. So he was into that and I was into that. So it was always You know what I mean? Respecting, but neither one of us crossed the line at first. But I was thirsty just to see what his action was about towards me. And he was top. He was coming. He wasn't bending. He wasn't backing down. He wasn't backing down. He was coming. He was coming. Digging. That's my nigga. I mean, he was coming. He definitely was coming. But he wasn't backing down. But he was coming. He had me running a few times, and I ain't gonna hold you. He had me. I had him running, and he had me running. I ain't even gonna. I ain't even gonna hold you, and I ain't even nothing like to diss my boy. I'm just speaking the truth, like how real niggas came about meeting each other. Like this ain't even no Mano and Jim Jones story. This some real shit. But shout out to them because I kind of understand how theirs tipped off. You dig me? But that's how me and L joint was. Like for real. I used to have him running, and he used to have me running. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm talking about, but I used to have him running like I was on his ass chasing him, bitch. I was good with chasing the motherfucker down. You dig me? I was good with that. His because of where I was catching him at. You dig me? And he was just catching me on a block. So on a block, it was easier to maneuver around him and shit like that because we in the hood. But anyway, shout out to my nigga L. And those were the two car accidents I told you I was in. Um, you know what I mean? He was in the car with me when the Toys R Us truck hit me and spinned us around the highway like 3 times. Hit the guardrail. Boom! Word. I ain't lying to nothing, man. Word up. I ain't lying to nothing. That's that right there, though. I got another more accident stories. You know how shit be happening, man. Shit be happening, bro. You can't even be like, yo, this nigga that or this that this and the shit be happening, bro. You just don't even be expecting shit to be happening, and then life just start happening. Word up. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you how another story, right? So I'm working in inside this weed dispensary in Atlantic City. Um, I'm working in there. This 2025, I was working in there probably like August, September. No. Yeah. 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 Yep. About August or September, I was working in the weed spot and shit. Security. I'm at the door. You know what I mean? I'm at the door. I'm security right there. Big guy. Big guy. So boom, right? Um, you gotta buzz people in and shit. You really don't gotta pat people down. Unless you suspect a motherfucker in there with something. But other than that, you just ask to see their ID and you buzz them in. Now, it just opened up. This the first day that it opened up, I'm working there the first day. I'm that nigga. I'm working in the weed spot. So a lot happened in there. Bear with me. A lot happened in there. A lot. Trust me. So boom. While I'm in the while I'm in the weed spot, while I'm in the weed spot, I got my own little area and shit where I um I got my own little area where I like a desk. You dig me? I got my own little area like my desk. So it's like right there. I'm chilling over there. I pat people down. Um, if I have to. So the wife of the weed spot, she works there. Um, I don't know whose joint this is. I just know uh, a woman hired me, and I just seen a white man in there, a black woman. She hired me, and I just seen a white man in there. Um, what I'm saying? Oh yeah. So I'm in there first day. They showing me around, telling me what to do, yada yada yada. Next day I come in there, I knock it out, same shit. Stay there for mad hours, buzzing people in. I ain't had to pat nobody down. It's brand new. You know what I mean? Go out front, do some advertising. You know what I mean? Getting up some customers. So the third day, I don't work. But so that fourth day was a Saturday. I never forget. Now I'm high as hell going to work. I get up, get myself together at home, walk around the house, smoking. I'm high as hell. Early in the morning. Then I'm on my way to work. As I'm going to work, I'm finishing the blunt. Shit was good as hell. I'm finishing the blunt. You dig me? So now, when I get out and shit like that, I go to work. I get dropped off in the parking lot. So I walk inside the building. Um, I walk inside the building and shit. As soon as you walk in the door, my desk was like right there, like maybe like not even 15 feet away from the door. You know how it would be in like dispensaries. You know what I mean? I got the little tablet right there. You know what I mean? For your ID. You know what I mean? Have you ever been to a dispensary? You know how it's set up. It's all set up the same and shit. You dig me? So, but I'm just describing it for those who haven't. You know what I mean? So my desk like 15 feet away from the door. So I go in there and I sit down, and they came and they was talking to me about yesterday and how the day go. White guy looking me in my face and say, "Man, how many blunts you smoked?" I said, "What?" He was like, "How many blunts you smoked? Do you are zooted?" Now, if you know me, my eyes always look low, like um zooted. You dig me? Sometimes they can even be red, and I don't even be high, or even when I'm not high, they low. You dig me? And I talk real smooth and shit like that, like I'm, you know what I'm saying, like I'm groovy and shit like that. Like that's just my demeanor. So I'm like, nah, I just had one blunt. I didn't even smoke the whole blunt. He said, dude, you had to have. This is what he telling me. Dude, you had to have like 2 or 3 blunts. You had to have. You, bro, dude, you are wasted. Now, when he telling me that, I'm looking at him like this. I am kind of high, but I swear I ain't had no 3 blunts. It was just early in the morning. I got there around 8, had to be there at 9 or some shit. I believe. I mean, I got up. Whatever time I had to be there, it was probably like 8 or 9. I got there. I was on time. So he let it go. He go in the back. Now the black lady I told you worked there, she walked back by, and she looking in my face. And she talking to me. So now she says something. And she don't say nothing to me. She just talking to me about a key or anything to just be looking to see what he went and told her. So I'm on that. So she shoots back there. So maybe like 2 hours later, this black guy at the door with a bald head, he at the door, and so I'm like, he tapping his pockets. So I'm getting up to come around to go buzz him. He slide in with his key. He got a key already. The little credit card key. He slide in. Then he passed me. He didn't even say nothing. He walked right smooth past me. You dig me? Go straight back there with the black lady and the white man. Then he come out like 15, 20 minutes later and was like, "Hey brother, can you come outside? I need to talk to you." I'm like, "All right, bet. What's going on?" You know what I mean? I figured at that point he was somebody. Now I'm not like a higher ranking, but like somebody from that company, this weed spot. You dig me? I figured that was it. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway, so boom, we go out there. He says, he shakes my hand or whatever, introduces himself to me. I tell him my name, yada yada yada, and he just slipped right into Nino Brown mode. Brother, you are super duper high. I don't need you in my $1 million establishment messing up my money. I'm like, what? He like, hold on. First off, my name is such and such and such and such. I said, okay. He said, I'm the owner of this joint. I said, okay. I said, they were saying the same thing to me. He said, well, they're one of the owners as well. I'm like, okay. He like, yeah, you are extremely high, man. I'm telling y'all, I woke up early in the morning and smoked a blunt. It was some fire. I remember. It was like weed. That's how I know it had to be like August, because it was weed I had still for my birthday, which is in July. Word, I'm telling you, I already know what I had, and I remember working there around that time. So it was like, yeah, hell yeah, it was still nice outside. Better believe it, Jack. So boom, he like, brother, you high, man. I'm like, okay. It's a weed spot. He said, yeah, I know it's a weed spot, but I don't need you running off my customers. I said, I ain't doing nothing in here. It ain't like I got to talk to them. It ain't like I got to be in their face. All I got to do is be intelligent enough to read their ID and just make sure they ain't in here with the Pooh Shiesty mask is on. I want to let you in with the Pooh Shiesty. You had to take that off. And that's just being real. I don't even care if you got a gun on you. I'm being honest. I don't even care if you got a gun on you, but the fact that you got a Pooh Shiesty mask on, you got mask on, you gotta take that off, man. That's just the only requirement I had. And I mean, but even if it was hot out there, niggas still was wearing it. That don't mean nothing. I know you probably like, oh, he just said the August, then he said Pooh Shiesty mask. No, niggas is wearing it. Your son probably sleeping with his on right now. Your son probably got his on. He was wearing it in the summer. Niggas was, but I'm just saying though, that's the only thing, or the you know what I mean, like any kind of like mask or whatever, you had to take that off. So he coming like, yeah, you can't be intoxicated. I know this is a weed spot, but you can't be up here all intoxicated like that, messing up my $1 million business. I'm like, this ain't no $1 million business. That he ain't like that. I'm like, bitch, this ain't no $1 million business. I'm like, he's like, see, son, and then he got took it to the black person. This, I can't recall basically what he said at that point, because I was like, kind of like, I wasn't even beat for him. You know what I mean? Because he didn't hire me. So I didn't really care. And, you know what I mean, what he had to say. But I knew I was in some type of trouble because the white boy came through and interrogated me about being too high. I only smoked a blunt, not even the whole blunt. I didn't even smoke the whole blunt. I left it in the ashtray from when I got off. It was some good ass weed. I can't even remember what kind of weed it was. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie, but I will tell you, I remember getting it off from out East Trenton, off my nigga Burberry. I remember getting it off of him or E. More, I ain't even gonna hold you. One of them niggas I had grabbed some, man. I'm telling you, I already know. Cause I got off and one of them days, and I shot down there with the security uniform on. Like, yeah, I mean, show them niggas I was, you know what I mean, nigga, you dig me? So I remember that, you know what I mean? So I just don't remember what kind of weed it was. So, yeah, man, nigga, like, it's $1 million operation. This, that, and the third, talking all this shit, bruh. You have a weed spot. You have a weed dispensary in the middle of Atlantic City. You was in competition with This dispensary over here on California, you in competition with this one on New York Avenue. You in competition with this one downtown, uptown, midtown, all around town. You got it's two right here next to right here where you at. One right in the back. I didn't even know one was right in the back. Like literally in the back. Literally in the back. Like if you go through the backyard where they get the where they packages at, like any place, you can see. I'm like, damn, one day I go back there. I'm like, damn, what the hell is that back there? And I asked them. I was like, yo, what's that right there? They be playing music, and I always see people walking there, but it be looking like hippies. But now it makes sense. Always was like, and if I see it was black people, but they wasn't like they was like it was they was. I mean, I really couldn't put my finger on what the fuck was going on back there. So one day I went back there not to look, but I just happened to be back there. And I look, I heard the music. It was late night, like around 8. It was just getting a little dark. You know how it be in the summertime, music vibing. I'm like, what's that? It was like a dispensary. I'm like, a what? He was like a dispensary. I'm like, damn, isn't they? He was like, yeah, that's why I need y'all to promote. This like, blow it up, like put this joint on the map a little bit, so that way they can make some customers. And I did that. I did that. I was doing that. So when he talking that $1 million operation, I'm saying to myself like, bro, there's too much competition. That ain't happening. You dig me? I just couldn't see it. I don't know what he saw or what he was what he was dream chasing, but I didn't see it with all that competition. Like it ain't like you went Boise, Idaho, and you the only weed dispensary out there, or Little Arkansas, or motherfucker Rocky Mountain, North Carolina, nigga. Like you right here in Atlantic City with all these motherfucking dispensaries, and you coming out here trying to talk shit to me because you just want to say my $1 million operation, like you Nino Brown or some shit. But that really wasn't it though. Come to find out, the lady in there is his wife. She off the fat ass butt. You know what I mean? The dispensary named after her. You know what I mean? Because now when he came like that, now I'm like, oh, I'm investigating now because I'm like coming on too strong, like whole time, but she trying to protect the pussy. Like that's crazy because he ain't want me working there. He just found any little reason to like jump on me, verbally, and talk that shit and make me uncomfortable so I could do what I did anyway, which I'm gonna tell you what I did, but that's what his thing was, because at the end of the day, I ain't judging no man, but he know he couldn't fuck with me around his wife, you know what I mean? Big strong nigga in there with the security shirt, big, you know what I mean? They everybody, all the workers' family coming through there, kids coming through there. The other daughter calling the other daughter, oh, you got to come up here to mommy job and see the security guard. That shit was cool as hell. You got to come up to mommy job and see the security guard. For real. So look, he didn't want me around her. He did not want me around her. He made it uncomfortable for me. And then later that night, he came out and he apologized or whatever. Not apologized, but tried to talk to me. I was like, oh, I got something for this nigga. He dig me. But the white boy family came through and shit like that. They was cool as hell. They let me see the IDs. I ain't know they was related to him. Then the black lady with the big ass, her kids come through. They like in their 20s and 30s. They come through. Two sisters one at a time. Can I see your ID? Oh no, boo boo. Mom, this is my mom's spot. This is my mom's spot. I don't gotta show ID. Good job, though. You're doing your job good. I'm saying to myself, shut the fuck up, bitch. This is just what I gotta do. Like, I mean, like word. Like, black people is just so ignorant, though. White people came through, knew I was just doing my job. They let me see their ID. You dig me? All that. Heck on the black people coming in there. Oh no, boo boo, this my mom establishment. I don't give a fuck who it is. This so I go and I said something to them like, damn, that's crazy. You feel me? Y'all out here worried about me. Y'all out here worried about me messing up for y'all business, but your family coming here, they don't want to show ID or nothing. Like, y'all just open. That ain't good. I'm gonna talk to them about that. I said, yeah, that ain't good. But you come and talking to me about being high at a weed spot. That's like going to church and you telling me I'm coming too early. What the fuck is wrong with you? Shut up, bitch. I'm here to get the good word. I don't care what time I'm here. The church open. I'm here. Or going to the masjid and they saying you ain't here too much. What the hell does that mean? You dig me? So that's how it is, man. That's how it is, man. Nigga was intimidated of the situation. So the next day, I had to work. Bruh. Everybody, I supposed to be there at 9, nobody there. Nobody there. I'm there banging on the door. And the night before, when me and him got into it, the boss, he tried to give me his key so I could get in tomorrow. He was like, you said you on tomorrow, right? I was like, yeah, he doing anything to talk to me because, like, I don't know. He just picked up on the vibe. Like, because after we had that argument, I was like outside. I was outside, like stretching. I just was like, I had it up to here. You know what I mean? Latifah voice. You know what I mean? I had it up to here, Latifah voice. So I was done. I was done with him kind of sort of. He kind of picked up on that. So he was trying to soothe the mood a little bit. Came out there, keep talking to me, and asked me before it was over. He's like, "You on tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "All right, I'm gonna give you my key so you can get in." He never gave it to me though. And then when it was time to leave, I left. I wasn't gonna ask him for it. Like, fuck you, nigga. I don't even really want to talk to you. Cause this $1 million business, this $1 million operation. You got me feeling like I'm Pookie or some shit. Like I'm fucking up the Carter or I'm G Money. So you made me feel uncomfortable with that spooky shit right there. You know what I mean? But the whole time he just ain't want me around his big booty wife. That's how niggas be. Yeah, I be knowing. So yeah, they so what I was saying, yeah. Hold on, I got it. You know I don't edit nothing, so I always gotta challenge myself and get back into my thoughts and my train and my memory. You know what I mean? That's how you stay young. You can't teach yourself through life a lot, man. You know what I mean? Messing up and correcting it and feeling bad about it's just life. It's how it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, so you know what I mean, he was uncomfortable with me working there. So the next day, I supposed to come in. I didn't get the key from him. So I came, I'm banging on the door. I'm ringing the doorbell. I'm banging on the door. It's 9 o'clock. I'm ringing the doorbell. Banging on the door, ringing the doorbell. I stayed till like 9:20. Nobody came. I'm calling. Nobody picking up. So I left. They called me to my, ain't you supposed to be here? I said, yeah, how am I get in with no key? Now, I already know it's on and popping. I'm done. So I talk my shit on the phone, but I ain't talking my shit on the phone because I'm scared or I'm at distance. It's just that's all it is. And yeah, I could have said it to his face, but I didn't plan to this to happen. But I wasn't going to drive to where I was from to go and talk to him about that. I didn't want him to see that coming. You know what I mean? But he did ask me how long it would take me to get there. I didn't go. But I wouldn't have did that just to talk, and you know what I mean, to him about nothing. You know what I mean? But had he would have caught me there and my presence there at the time, then I would have gave him a piece of my mind. But the fact that he called and was looking for me, I figured I'd take the opportunity to let him know what the fuck I wanna say. It wasn't even in the perspective of me being afraid of nothing. It just was that's how the opportunity presented itself. I let him have it. I said, man, now y'all, this is unprofessional. It was him that called to the black dude. This is $1 million operation. I'm like, I thought this was $1 million operation. Look how you're moving. You dig me? You store you now calling me. It's 10:30. You store the weed spot poster was open at 9 o'clock. You dig me? Like, and he's like, so could you get here? How fast could you get here? Because I'm the only one here, and I got to be back there with the stuff. I can't do two things at once here. I need to be back there. I need somebody here. But how long will it take for you to get here? I was like, 15 minutes. He was like, all right, good looking. I was fucking with him because I ain't give a fuck. Then I never got paid. So now the person that hired me through the to get the security job, I called him and tell him what happened. He was like, yeah, don't worry about it. They dickheads anyway. That's the person who hired me for the job. I mean, that's the person who put me on to the job. Like he find jobs. He like a scout for jobs or whatever. Find them, give them to you. You know what I mean? Help you out like that. So I told the nigga, and he pay you. You know what I mean? So now I said, when I'm gonna get paid for my 4 days? He said, I got you. Give me a couple days turned to a week, a week turned into 2 weeks. I was too done. Call him. Now I said, now I'm going out Atlantic City to meet him. Yeah. Let me get that. He coming like, meet him, like in a hot spot. It was like a danger zone or some shit like that. Like I was supposed to back out of it. Yo, bro, where I come from and where I lived at, uncomfortable don't mean nothing to me. That don't mean nothing. Like I don't go nowhere and be like that, like afraid. I'm telling you, like it just don't cross my mind because of where I'm from. It don't cross my mind. Only place I think I was like that, to be honest, was though I was like watching my ass on some real shit. I'm gonna be honest. It was when I was in Compton and when I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Them the only two places in life where I was like really not afraid, but like super duper on point. For one, because Tulsa is off the hook, and for two, Compton is off the hook as well. And I was in those two places, I remember being like uncomfortable, always watching my back, didn't want to go to the stores by myself. I always try to go with somebody. Like I ain't gonna, I ain't want to be locked up out there. So I always wanted to be with somebody, you know what I mean, in case something happened. Because I ain't want to be doing time out there. So it wasn't even more so me being scared of them. It's like what I'm gonna do to somebody, they come fucking with me, and then I'm locked up way in Compton. So that's all that was about. That's all that was about, my nigga. But it was definitely a little fear factor there with living in those two places. So when he had me come meet him for my money, it ain't mean nothing to me. They just excited by that place over there, where that area where he had me come meet him at. They was just excited for that. They the ones be thinking that's like the Wild Wild West. I came, pulled up, got out, same attitude was good. Got in the car, was good. Like, man, I ain't know if that. He's like, but I only got $80 for you. I'm like, I don't care, give it here. And I'm moving, I'm whipping and running, I pull, wrap that up, going about my business, man. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't even about, like, I felt I should have got more, but who cares? I'm not. It ain't like $1 million I was looking forward to, or a couple thousand. I was only there for like 3 days, three days, and not even the next morning. Just 3 days I was there for. From when it first opened, I did the training. They paid me for that. The second day was full. I did all them hours. The next day was full. I did all them hours. And then the next day I came, they wasn't open, but it's $1 billion business. Make it make sense though. So yeah, that nigga was intimidated at me. He did not want me around his motherfucking he did not want me around his motherfucking lady. I tell you that, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Yep. He did not want me there. Word up. So look, one of my other stories I got for you, right, is when I used to live in Oklahoma City. OKC. Yep. Oklahoma City. Now we talking country. If we talking country, we talking country. Let me tell you how I got to Oklahoma City. I got to Oklahoma City on a bus, meeting some girl on a dating site. Right? Come out here. All right. I'm gonna come out there one day. Now, mind you, I got the bread. Living my life. Doing what I do. So I got the bread. So I check into the transportation, and I did it. I said, "Fuck it." So I said, "I'm gonna go out there." Now, when I go out there, it's I take the bus. I get on a bus at Greyhound in Philadelphia. I get on the Greyhound bus in Philadelphia at the Greyhound station. That joint taking me to Oklahoma City. So when I get on the bus, now going to Oklahoma City, bro, it's like 3 days. 3 days driving, bitch. I'm telling you, it's long as hell, super long. So when I'm on the train, I'm at the bus going to Oklahoma City. It's so many stops. It's crazy. It's so many stops, like all over the world. DC, super long layover. Chicago. Man, Louisiana, crossing that high-ass, long-ass bridge at nighttime, scary as hell. Ohio, passing there. Getting out of Pennsylvania was super long. I think we passed St. Louis. Like, bro, when I tell you Dallas, Atlanta, bro, when I tell you that was the longest ride ever, bro, that was the longest. Son, first off, you change buses at a certain, like in the split part middle of the ride, like a day and a half into the ride, you pull up to another Greyhound station somewhere in the world, and then you change buses. But before you get to that bus station to change, something gonna happen to the bus that you on. I'm telling you right now, something's gonna happen because of the climate. It's either gonna be the weather gonna throw something off, or like being somewhere like in the mountains and you ain't gonna get no service, or the air or the AC gonna break because of the vents. Like it's just gonna shut down, or there ain't gonna be no Wi-Fi, nothing, no music, nothing. I'm telling you, or it's gonna be like too hot. All of the things that I'm telling you that is going to happen is what was happening within that long ride, back and forth, twice. But we just speak about the first time. So boom. First the internet don't work. Know what I mean? No, the electric went out. Then the internet. We done. Mad as hell. On the Greyhound. Mad people on there. Girls going to Vegas. There was some strippers on there going to Vegas. Some Amish people going to like a different part of the world. It was deep, like 20 deep. I just remember that. Like I'm on a bus with somebody who was like young boy who was living in the storage. Word up. Young boy was living in the storage, man. He was one of them guys that walk with the long stick over on the mountains and stuff like that. Young boy, man, shit was crazy. Word. We passed Colorado. Man, because we got a layover in Colorado. I went out there, almost died. It was so hot out there. Indiana. Man, that's everything in the world, bro. Going to Oklahoma City from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? So now the road's so hot that you're gonna catch a flat. One of the tires gonna catch a flat because the street's so hot. It's so sunny out there. It's super sunny out there. So I finally make it there after doing that. Now, why I didn't want to fly? Because I wanted to sightsee. I wanted to do just what I was doing. I wanted to get off at layovers, get up, be up 3, 4 in the morning. I wanted to, eat at the Waffle Houses and shit like that where they make their stops. I just wanted to do that. I wanted to take pictures in different places and shit like that. I did that and I done that. And I'm happy I did because I still have pictures of me in Oklahoma City. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. Oklahoma City, man. I was over there. That was one of the first places I seen that had a liquor store drive-through. You know what I mean? So I finally make it to Oklahoma City. I'm living over there by I think Chili's. I think the Chili's restaurant or TGI Fridays. But it's a complex over there that's it's an outlet. It's a outlet over there, clothing store outlet. So if anybody from Oklahoma City and they know what area I'm talking about, where there was the outlets like the Gucci outlet, the Polo outlet, I lived over there right by that outlet, maybe like 5 minutes from over there, like inside these little condos looking things and some shit like that. You know what I mean? So I lived over there. But so I'm living out there. The weather out there is crazy. I wake up. Just say, for example, I'm gonna tell you about the weather in different regions where I got out of there. The weather is like, you wake up in the morning. Say you wake up 7:00 in the morning. It's 110 degrees, 109 degrees, hot. You know what I mean? The floor hot. You wake up, you sweating. You know what I mean? The whole house is hot. You got to turn on the central air. And the first time I heard the thunderstorm, they ran. It was like, you better get in the tub. I thought it was a game. And they ran. Ain't nothing happened. The second time, which was the next day, I felt the house shake. On God, I felt the house shake. I was like, oh, shit. Nobody was there. It was just me. So, and I'm trying to call so I could let them know, and then I can't even get through to nobody. Know what I mean? So, guess where I'm at? Yeah, you guessed it, in the shower. In the tub. I'm in the tub. Just yesterday, I'm telling you. So, I'm looking out the window. Once the house settled down, I jump out the tub. I'm looking out the window. I see it's like a scene out of a movie where the hay be just spinning in the desert. That's how the yard was. Like you can see way back there. It's like it was a desert. So you just see shit flying around and shit. The neighbor dog on top of the dog house, like howling like a wolf. Like he wanted to get in the house so bad. He was on top of the dog house chained up. Like they went and got him eventually. But I'm telling you, my nigga, that shit was scary as hell. I was looking out the window. Like, yo, that's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Things moving, cars shaking. I seen it like different elements of life, different weather, different behaviors. You know what I'm saying? I seen this. So, you know what I mean? That shit had threw me for a loop. And you know what I mean? Then you wake up in the morning, just not that part. Let's stick to the weather first. That's how hot it be. So you gotta run the central air, but sometimes it break. And then when it break, you gotta like I'll be in the kitchen with the light off, just sitting on the floor. Like it'd be too hot, man. It was too hot for me. Like they could adjust, they was adjusted to it, but it was too hot for me living in Oklahoma City, my nigga. It was too hot. I ain't even gonna hold you. So now um another thing, you'll wake up in the morning and then it's just raining out the blue. Water everywhere. It won't stop raining for hours, bro. Just water just coming down Oklahoma City. Just keep on coming everywhere. Like you just water everywhere. You just like damn, and it just won't stop, and it just do that real heavy, pouring down, raining for hours, and then all the water be like really up to here, like because they ain't got no drainage like how the city do got the little drainages on the corner, like. The way that this part of the earth is created and shaped and molded is different. It's kind of like it's balanced out, bro. It ain't like the city with like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So the water like that. Now, now this early in the morning, around like 9, now like around 10, 10:30, the whole thing dried up, bro. The whole thing dried up. No lie. Like in the sun out, super hot. Now you can't even go outside because it's super muggy. Like I couldn't even breathe, bro. I was about to pass out so many times, bro. I had to like Sunday was super hot. I had to put like covers over the window because the sun was coming in with the AC on. You dig me? So that was like strike 2 and 3. And like strike 4, you can't find no weed in Oklahoma City. You got to go like to Tulsa. Tulsa, like damn near 30 something minutes away, 35 minutes away. Know what I mean? And they got like this little projects over there. I slide like over there to Tulsa in the projects and go grab my weed, and they used to have weed like fruity names, like something berry, something nut. And then it was like he got mids and lows. They was putting me on the shit I didn't even know about. Like that's their everyday lifestyle down there. I was just grabbing what smelled good and kind of what was cheaper, to be honest, because I wasn't working or nothing down there. I was just down that motherfucker with a little bit of money I had and just trying to figure out if I'm gonna live down there and see what's up with her. But the girl I'm living with, she at work all the time, so it ain't really a lot of. I mean, we get time because when she get off like 3, she leave like 6 in the morning. When she get off like 3 or 4, then we just do us. And mind you, I'm living by the where all the clothes is, the outlets. So we'd be over there a lot getting food or just shopping. You know what I mean? For shades, jewelry. You know what I mean? She was getting my credit right and everything, so I was using my credit card to get jewelry. You know what I mean? Little pinky ring and shit like that, earrings and shit like that. So you know what I mean? I was over there shopping a little bit. I was down there for a hot minute, not too long, but I was down there for a hot minute. Coming back and forth, I did that twice. I came back, I went back to Trenton and did the same thing. Got on at this little stop sign and to Oklahoma City and took it all the way back to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Word up, mad layover, same shit. Car breaking, bus breaking down, catching flats. You catch a flat, the tires smell like a stink ass fart. The whole ride, like that shit was rocking. Like even when they had to call a different bus to come switch us on the highway, bro. We talking mad lanes, like it's mad lanes on the highway. On the highway going up all the way up there and shit like that. It's like 5, 6 big lanes. This is huge. And all you see is like 18 wheelers shooting by you doing like 80 carrying big ass Statue of Liberties, or like you know how sometimes you see those things on them shows, you see big like statues, you be like, how'd that get there? Them 18 wheelers be I don't even know the 18 wheelers. They probably 21 wheelers, 23 wheelers. Them joints be having them joints on a flatbed, flushing by you. Your car this big, just that truck like this long, like just shooting by you doing like 80, 90 with mad chains on it. Statue carrying the Statue of Liberty, carrying a big ass bull statue, carrying a big ass cowboy hat statue, a missile, army shit, tanks. I seen, man, that shit get crazy when you get on that highway and you get to really ride. And that's why I like it better than flying. I know somebody probably said, "Oh, that driving, why you ain't fly?" I would have not been able to see that. I watched the first 48, so I was watching it then. So like I was happy to go move to um Oklahoma City and Tulsa, not hang around, but buy my weed in Tulsa because I used to always see them on first 48. So I was like always curious. You know what I mean? Like I said, I always wanted to go places in life that stuck out to me. I went to Compton because I always wanted to go to Compton since NWA. You know what I mean? Atlanta, I just wanted Atlanta because the Martin Luther King thing, he was from there, and Atlanta was like the Georgia Peach thing. So it was like, you know what I mean? And Jermaine Dupri, you know what I'm saying? And it was always something about Brooklyn and Atlanta, Georgia. So that was kind of always a connection there for me. And then a lot of my family was like from the South. And sometimes when you thought the South, we thought Atlanta. It wasn't always North Carolina or South Carolina we thought of. It was Atlanta too. So yeah, man, that's definitely, you know, that's definitely how it was going down, man. That's how it was going down. Like, you know, those was the days, man. Oklahoma City, man. Those was the days. Them were the days. Them were the days. So so now when I wake up in the morning, the sun come out, it dry off the rain. It don't be no wetness out there. It won't even look like it's raining. I'm not even lying. Like it be done. All that coming down hard. That shit. The sun come out. All that stuff going. You come outside. You don't see no water. Nothing. You don't see nothing. It's just real muggy out there, like in the air and shit. Like then you got all the white girls like black guys, and all the black guys like white girls. Like you can't go down there and try and talk to a black woman. It ain't gonna happen. I'm dead serious. And then the white women really look forward to talking to a black dude. And it's wild down there in Oklahoma City, and they still will kill you in the court system because in the mornings when you wake up on the TV, there's another reason why I really left. On the TV, they got like your name, they got your mugshot, look like your ID, they got a picture of you, they got your height, they got the crime you committed, they got the year you committed the crime, they got the sentence that you were sentenced to, they got your birthday on there, they got when you was born, they got the date you got arrested, and they got the expiration date, and the expiration date be like numbers. It'd be like an hour and 43 seconds, and the time ticking. That means you about to get executed. And then they got the flag in the back, the Confederate, the black, the red, white, and blue flag in the back, just blowing like that. And then when that shit, I'm like, one time I watched that shit till that shit went down to like 5, 4, 3, just to see what happens. Like the TV was gonna blow up. I'm like, what the hell about to happen? TV just went off. Like they killed them. TV just went off. I'm like, oh hell no, this can't be life. Every week, like I always saw it. Mad times I seen it. I turned from it. That shit be scary as hell. Like, oh shit, they about to kill him. Like, nah, that shit be really scary. You know what I mean? I went over there with Timothy Dean did the Oklahoma City bombing. Rest in peace to them people out there that lost their life. I went over there downtown Oklahoma City and saw what that was. It's a beautiful memorial. It definitely is. It's a beautiful memorial. Let me see. Yeah. So it's just that's just quick stories, you know what I mean? How I worked in a weed spot, how I was in a car accident, and how I lived in Oklahoma City. The Oklahoma City joint was crazy though. I'm trying to tell you that was really, really, really weird. Like that was a weird place for me to live. It was not normal. It was not normal at all. Like it was just so I had to get like my friends to mail me a certain kind of weed wraps I wrap my weed with because they ain't have them down there. I had to get that sent to me. And mind you, I worked. I mean, I lived over there by the outlet, so I was going to weed tacos tobacco stores, and I ain't see shit. And then look, where the tobacco was at, the liquor was there, which was a drive through. I knew how to get there. I knew how to get there, but I learned how to get there fast because that's all I was doing was drinking the Hennessy when I'm at the Remy. You know what I mean? Remy was cheap down there. Cigarettes was cheap. I wasn't smoking cigarettes, but the weed was I ate. You get a nice amount for a couple dollars, like $15. Get you a nice little eighth. I knew shit was cheap because they was growing it down there and it was mad competition. So I liked it, those things that it had to offer. Went out to eat a lot down there because it was like too hot to cook. So you always go out to eat. It was like crazy, man. It definitely was. Oklahoma City. That was just like those is one of those places that you love to hate, and that's just what it is, man. Oklahoma City, man. That was it, man. Like that's a different part of the world coming from like New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Like coming from there and living in Oklahoma City, that shit is like that'll blow your mind. I'm trying to tell you, it's a lot of times you don't see cars on the road. Like it's a lot of spooky little places. I mean, then you got like they don't got like a porch and shit like that. You pull up to their door and they come right outside. Like this they house and this they porch. Like it's crazy how it's built out there in Oklahoma City. But definitely, yep, definitely. So at the end of the day, I'm just enlightening you on Oklahoma City and just the things that I experienced in Oklahoma City, man. That shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just let me see. The barbecue was good. Like a lot of barbecue spots on Sundays pop out in parking lots. I like those. Um, what else about Oklahoma City I liked? Oh, I was able to meet the third generation of the Disney family. They paid for my food too, and the person I was with, they paid for our food. Shout out to them for that though, man. He was like, you are in the presence of the third Disney generation. It was mad at them. It had to be like not even exaggerating. I think it was like 16 of them. They was all eating. They was all at the restaurant eating. I don't know where it was at Olive Gardens. It was one of them joints. They had made them a table, put the whole table together, and they all spoke to me. That shit was cool. Like, hey, everybody was just you know what I mean. But I had met them, the third generation of the Disney family, Walt Disney to be exact. Um, what else happened out there that was cool? Just the weather was cool when it wasn't like you know what I'm saying when it wasn't raining and all that.
Los got the two strains that I had already, and then he got the other one
Word
that
up.
you didn't have, and that's it.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Oklahoma City was the shit, man. Oklahoma City was the shit. I really want if you ever get a chance to go to Oklahoma City and visit Oklahoma City, be prepared to be if it's summertime, be prepared for it to be too hot. If it's winter, just be prepared to be like a lot of what you call that? a lot of hurricanes and storms and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm out of here, man. 50-50 Felipe show, man. Thanks for your time.